Shining the Light with IUMC welcomes you to another Meditate at 8.
Today's meditation is less about my words and more about encouraging you to focus on your faith. Spiritual self-examination has been one of the spiritual disciplines since the early days of the church. John Wesley published a list of 22 self-reflection questions for himself and his Methodists. I won't list all of them in this meditation, but here are a few. Am I consciously or unconsciously creating the impression that I am better than I am? In other words, am I a hypocrite? Am I honest in all my acts and words, or do I exaggerate? Did the Bible live in me today? Do I give the Bible time to speak to me every day? Am I enjoying prayer? When did I last speak to someone else of my faith? Do I insist upon doing something about which my conscience is troubled or uneasy? Am I jealous, critical, irritable, or complaining? How am I spending my spare time? Am I proud? Is Christ real to me? Wesley's questions are hard, and there are days, a lot of days, when I don't want to answer them honestly. I want to qualify the questions and my answers. After all, it's not like I grumble or complain all the time, certainly not as often as many people I know. And we're all hypocrites sometimes, so some amount must be acceptable. As for my spare time and reading the Bible, I know people who waste hours of their day playing video games or, at this point, insert things other people do to waste time that you don't do. And I'm not that bad in comparison. So here are a few easier questions for you to think about today. I invite you in a few moments of meditation and reflection to answer one or more of these questions as a sort of mid-week faith check-in. This week, I felt God's presence in. This week, while reading Scripture, I learned. This week, I prayed for. This week, I worshiped with joy when. This week, I shared God's love by. This week, I remembered Christ's amazing love for me when. Spiritual self-examination questions are important. Some of them, like Wesley's questions, need to challenge us. Others serve as a reminder of God's love and presence. I would encourage you to think about these questions or write a few of your own. Then perhaps you might pick one a day to answer either first thing in the morning or at the end of your day. Socrates said that the unexamined life is not worth living. The same might be said of an unexamined faith. What do you think?